Hi everybody, I'm Ernie and I love America. Today I want to give you a little story about a new series I think I'm going to start doing, and that is Liberal Heroes. But before I get into the first liberal hero, I want to make one little quick note in reference to the Big Three bailout. The CEO of Chrysler, Mr. Nardelli, who is in front of the Senate committee or the House committee right now begging for more money, he was given a $250 million severance package for failing as the CEO of Home Depot. Now he wants more money for failing at Chrysler. Do you see a pattern here? I think I see a pattern emerging here. And don't forget Harry Reid, who talked about the tourists lining up to come into the Capitol building in the hot summer months in Washington, D.C., and how you could actually smell them. This guy is the leader of the Senate. How did we get here, America? Okay, now to liberal heroes. The first liberal hero that I'm going to talk about is a gentleman named Jack Abbott. Jack Abbott was an American criminal and author. He was released from prison in 1981 after gaining praise for his writing and being lauded by a number of high-profile literary critics, including author Norman Mailer. 6 weeks after his release, however, he fatally knifed a man during an altercation, was convicted of manslaughter, and returned to prison, where he committed suicide in 2002. He was born on a U.S. Army base in Oscoda, Michigan, to an Irish-American soldier and a Chinese prostitute. According to his book, In the Belly of the Beast, he claimed to have been in and out of foster care from the moment of his birth until the age of 9, at which point he started serving long stints in a juvenile detention quarters. As a child, Abbott was in trouble with teachers and later with the law. And by the age of 16, he was sent to a reform school. This is a hero. In 1965, age 21, Jack Abbott was serving a sentence for forgery in a Utah prison when he stabbed a fellow inmate to death. He was given a sentence of 3 to 23 years for his offense. Doesn't seem like a lot of time for murdering somebody, but this is a liberal world. And in 1971, his sentence was increased by a further 19 years after he escaped and committed a bank robbery. This is a liberal hero. He committed the bank robbery in Colorado. Behind bars, he was troublesome and spent much time in solitary confinement. In 1977, he read that author Norman Mailer was writing a book about convicted killer Gary Gilmore, another liberal hero. Abbott wrote to Mailer and offered to write about his time behind bars and the conditions he was experiencing. Poor baby. Mailer agreed and helped to publish In the Belly of the Beast, a book on life in the prison system consisting of Abbott's letters to Norman Mailer. Mailer supported Abbott's attempts to gain parole. Abbott was released on parole in June 1981, despite the misgivings of prison officials, one of whom questioned Abbott's mental state as to whether he was rehabilitated, saying, "I thought that Mr. Abbott was a dangerous individual. I didn't see a changed man. His attitude, his demeanor indicated psychosis." After leaving prison, Abbott went to New York City and was the toast of the literary scene for a short time. Cocktail parties and everything. On the morning of July 18th, 1981, just 6 weeks after getting out of prison, probably after one of the parties, Jack Abbott went to a small cafe called the Vinny Bon in Manhattan. He argued with a 22-year-old Richard Adams, son-in-law of the restaurant's owner, and after Adam told him that the restroom was for use for staff only, the short-tempered Abbott stabbed Adam in the chest, killing him instantly. The very next day, unaware of Abbott's crime, the New York Times, a little bit of a liberal outlet, ran a positive review of In the Belly of the Beast. After some time on the run, Abbott was arrested in Morgan City, Louisiana, while he was working in an oil field there. He was charged with the murder of Richard Adam. At his trial in January 1982, he gained the support of such celebrities, this is at his trial, as Susan Sarandon, whose son Jack Henry Robbins is named after Abbott. Name your son after a murderer. Makes good sense to me. And Jerzy Kaczynski. Abbott was convicted of manslaughter and given 15 years to life. More liberal heroes. Susan Sarandon and little Timmy Robbins, the lap boy. Anyway, while Abbott was an accomplished writer, Adam was both an actor and a playwright, whose talent was just beginning to be recognized. Shortly before his murder, his first play had been accepted for production by the La Mama Theater Group. So he killed a man who probably had a future. Norman Mailer was criticized for his role in getting Jack Abbott released and was accused of being so blinded by Abbott's evident writing talent that he did not take into consideration the man's violent nature. In a 1992 interview in the Buffalo News, Mailer said that his involvement with Abbott was another episode in my life which I can find nothing to cheer about or nothing to take pride in. Kaczynski admitted that their advocacy of Abbott was in essence a fraud. No kidding. In 1987, Abbott published another book titled My Return. Oh, God, the guy's still up to it, which was unsuccessful, thank God. It contained a great deal of self-pity but no remorse for his crimes. In fact, Abbott blamed his crimes on the prison system and the government, and he said he wanted an apology from society for the way he had been mistreated. A liberal hero. He appeared before the parole board in 2001, but his application was turned down because of his failure to express remorse and his lengthy criminal record and disciplinary problems in prison. He must have been a bad guy. On February 10th, 2002, we got justice. Jack Abbott hanged himself in his prison cell using a makeshift noose. They should have just given him some rope, constructed from his bed sheets and his shoelaces. He left a suicide note, the contents of which have not been made public. Somebody probably wanted to make it into a book anyway. Anyway, that's one of our liberal heroes. I'll have some more liberal heroes. I've got guys like New Dow and people like that. All the friends of most of the liberals, the really, really lefty liberals, not the intelligent kind of liberals, not the real liberal, but the lefty freako weirdos like Susan Sarandon and Barbara Streisand and what's that gal's name that just had the failed TV show? I can't remember her name. She used to be on The View. Anyway, I'm going to start giving you a few of the liberal heroes so that you'll have some things to talk about, especially you liberals. I know you'll hate this, but it's true. It's written down, and it's all documented somewhere. So, anyway, I'm against the bailout for anybody. They didn't bail out the software people, but those people all found jobs and went to work. Anyway, thank you for all the new subscriptions. God bless our troops in harm's way, and thank you, America, and God bless the United States of America. Bye.